Good evening, everybody, and thank you again for joining us this evening at Williams. I'm grateful to you all for giving up your time, something I realise probably none of you actually know what you're really here for. We sent this mailing out, something called Vale4Business, and I'm very pleased you all came up. I don't think it was to come and listen to me. I'm sure it was much more to do with the temptation of going around the Formula One Museum afterwards, but while I've got you here, I want to take advantage of it. I think the fact we have got so many people here for a business event shows the drive that there is to develop the local economy in the Vale. We have a wide range of businesses present this evening, from chief executives of companies that are household names down to individual shopkeepers and restaurateurs. It's great to have that wide range. So what is Vale4Business? We've got plenty of other networking and business groups spread across the district. What makes this different? Well, I think the important thing is there's plenty of organisations that say they want to listen to business, but we actually want to do things. So we're not a talking shop. Quite frankly, if we become a talking shop, we've all got better things to do. We've got a lot of keen people who've got involved already in forming the board, and we can much better spend our time on other things than this. So what we need to do is deliver on things that really matter to business. When I took control of the Vale of White Horse District Council 2 years ago, I made it clear that developing the local economy had to be one of our main priorities. I'm very much aware that in every council, not just the Vale, but there needs to be a much better dialogue between the public and the private sector, and this is all part of achieving that. I think far too often the public sector talk to the vested interests or the usual suspect from the self-selecting people who put themselves forward without listening to real businesses who are suffering real problems in the real economy. And so that's why we want to build a wide range of businesses into Vale4Business from a wide range of sectors to make sure that we really get the message about what happens. There are three main objectives that we have. One is to attract inward investment. The second is to make life easier for businesses that already exist within the district. And thirdly, to help businesses such as yours to grow. You may have heard quite a lot in the press recently about the Science Vale UK and the Enterprise Zone at Milton Park and Harwell. Now, for those of you who don't know, that area gives new businesses moving there discounts of business rates, advantages such as simplified planning, and there are great advantages to those businesses moving there, and it's already working. There are new world-class businesses moving to Science Vale. But that's only 92 hectares out of a district that covers 200 square miles. And I'm keen that we both learn from the successes of that and what we can repeat across the rest of the district, and also spread the benefits that we're getting from the enterprise zone across the whole of the Vale. One of the first tasks for the board, spread around the room this evening, will be to draw together a new economic strategy for the Vale. It will set the direction and vision for economic development within the district and really act as the voice of business locally, to identify individual projects, and we can probably all name some of these off the top of our heads: improved roads infrastructure, super fast broadband to everywhere, not just the main areas, issues to do with business rates, issues to do with markets attracting tourism, all of those areas. But what we need to do is gather that information, develop it into a strategy from business, not me just saying these are the things that I think are important. The world is changing incredibly quickly. New technology, new business strategies, new business practices, and nothing less than customer expectation. People expect a lot more from all of us in new ways. And I think Vale4Business can also be a way in which we can share that knowledge and develop it amongst ourselves and have to build the courage to do things differently. We need to be ambitious. We already live in a fantastic part of the world to live and do business. We can't be complacent about that. We have a highly skilled, highly educated workforce. We have leaders in science and technology, and we have a fantastic location and heritage. When you're that near the top, it can be very difficult to go the extra mile. We could take things for granted and say, well, the Vale's a pretty good place. We all know there's a few little gripes here and there which we can complain about, but let's be grateful, it's not a lot worse than it is. Quite frankly, that's not good enough. We need to measure ourselves against the best places in the country to do business and make sure that we strive to beat them all. We know there isn't much money floating about at the moment, whether that be public or private, so we need to work much smarter with the resources we have. I think we can pull together the knowledge and energy that you have in the private sector and the resources and powers that we have in local government to make the Vale the best place in the country to do business. Now, I hope you all enjoy this evening. I hope you enjoy listening to our keynote speaker shortly. Please do ask any questions that you have, either from the speeches or about the forum in general later on, when you're about the Formula One cars. Enjoy the surroundings you're in, make the most of this evening. Please don't forget to fill in the forms at the back of your packs to join the partnership at the end of the night. Thank you.